And a happy April to everyone. Well, it's actually like April 14th, but here we are once again in the office. I wanted to do a very exciting spring EDC video 2021. As I've said in my previous EDC video, not a lot's changed, honestly, just because it's been years in the making of dialing that fine line in. So pretty much most of what I got on is the same day to day. A couple little small tweaks, and then same thing with my EDC bag. So we'll just hit them both while we're here because it's an EDC video. Why not? EDC my person, EDC bag dump. We'll just do it all in one. I'll try to make it as quick as possible though, so this isn't a half-hour video, but it could be a 3-hour video. So the fact that I'm shooting for under a half hour is a kindness to everyone watching. So you're welcome. This is just the Bertucci that I was wearing previously and have been wearing for quite a while. I really like it on the NATO band. It's just very comfortable, all-purpose watch. This one's titanium model, and you really you get a nice balance of the old school classic look and functionality, as well as, you know, you can wear this out in the yard and not be terribly concerned, but you can also wear it to a nice function and it looks nice enough to pull that off. And then you can always swap out the bands, which I like because it's super easy. It just slides out. To work, I wear a G-Shock because good old reliable standby G-Shock. You just can't beat it. Value and rugged dependability. I mean, the batteries last 10 years in a G-Shock. At least the one I have. I took it to a watch guy to get a new battery, which I took my watch to a watch guy. I could have just done it myself, but whatever. And I took it to him, and he was like, "Oh man, how old is this battery?" I was like, "That battery's just like 10 years since I bought it." He's like, "Holy crap. Yeah, G-Shock's legit, man. You work at a watch store. You should know that. Just saying." And then the Outdoor Edge Paraclaw, as I have worn for years and years and years since these things first came out. Awesome. I love having it. And then right here, little rubber latex doohickey with a little hidden handcuff key. When it's all put together, it just looks like a normal little latex bracelet, if you will. And then you just and get a little handcuff key. Great little escape and evasion tool. I had another one somewhere with the name brand on it, but you can just jujule up hidden handcuff key and you get all kinds of zipper pulls and bracelets and things like this. I just thought it was a really cool little neat idea. Great for those in your life or you that are law enforcement, or those of you who are just preparing for that really bad day when you need to get out of some cuffs, whether it be self-inflicted in the heat of passion or during civil unrest. Who knows? Yeah, I think it's a handy little tool. So there you go. And I'm still wearing the Arc knife from Spyderco collaboration they did. I forget I'm wearing this all the time, and I love that about it because I always have a knife. I'm like, well, I always have a knife anyway, but I'm always like, no matter what, I always have a knife with this thing on. And I literally wear this every single day, everywhere I go. If you're thinking of a neck knife, please do. I mean, it's just a great little oh crap knife. My left, your right pocket. Got a little Carmex. I've kind of been liking the chapsticks, lip balms that are in these types of packages, just because we are in summer and these go in your pocket, and we know what happens to chapstick when it heats up in your pocket. So it's nice to have some of the little twist on cap that can stand up in the heat of things. So just been having that one in my pocket lately. Same pocket. Still got the little i3 EOS, the newest model of that. Been carrying that for a little while. Really like it, really happy with it. It's got the Olight reverse clip on it, whatever they call that clip, for sticking on your hat and all that good stuff. I think it's a great size. I really love it. It's got the tail switch, 2 functions, not overly complicated, just for an EDC light, single AAA battery, and there's something to be said about that as well. So, really been enjoying carrying that light. I can stick it in any pocket I want. and it's really comfortable. Same left side has not changed. The Leatherman Free P4. Still really like this. I just really like the magnetic feature and the one-hand tool operation of this knife, multi-tool. Highly recommend this thing. I really like it, and it's got that good blade steel on the main blade. Still carrying the old 43X. Still liking that a lot. And same side, it's just my badge. And right side, your left, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Spidey Flip that failed. But Coyote Brown, I got this for my birthday last year. My birthday is actually going to be this weekend. I will be 32, so I got this when I was 31. Cool. But I tell you, I don't really use this as much as I would have normally because of what we discussed in another video that I carry right in my wallet. The Gerber EAB razor knife. Because I carry this, I don't use this like ever. Which is a shame, but that's the point of this. So I don't beat up my good knife. Like $20 knife, $130 knife. Probably more depending on what you want. But yeah, that's the whole point in this. This is to do the things that you do with a knife on a day-to-day, which is boxes, cutting packages, strings, whatever. That's what this is for. That's why I suggested in the carry a razor knife video, carry a razor knife, because that's what they're for. And this thing, I've had to switch the blade over once in the year or so I've had this thing. You can see in there probably all the rust on the old side. That thing got used and abused, and then I switched it over and crisp new blade, and I've been using it a bit. I've been using it for a month or two now. And I mean, you just can't beat it. You're not going to pry with it, but you shouldn't be prying with this either. That's not what these are for. Seriously. If you haven't watched that EDC razor knife video, watch that video, because it tells you exactly what I'm telling you now. Maybe you don't need to watch it because I just told you. I don't know, but for reals. So yes, that moves me on to my next object in my pocket, my wallet, which keeps my Gerber EAB in it, because this is a Chums wallet, and as I spoke about, Chums is the best. Love a Chums wallet. $9. You can make it as small or as big as you want it because it has flexibility. Also in that pocket, boom, carry my space pen, my Fisher space pen. Great little pen. And especially with the whole vid thing going on the past year and a half, 2 years, whatever we're at now, it's good to have your own pen on you so you don't touch all those germy pins. Got the little ID window in the front of the Chums, if you're not familiar. Around that same pocket, there is a little divider inside of it, so you can put some cash on the other side, a good amount of cash, and which I have none right now. And I keep in there just a little Fresnel lens. I believe that's a new addition to this wallet here. Just, you know, for lighting fires and magnification on things. I don't know what just happened. And then little survival tips on there. Cool. I got it for the Fresnel lens, not the little acronym for survival. But I guess that's handy for someone. And then the big main pocket in the back, which backs up to this area. Lots of cards can go in there. Lots and lots of cards. I don't have it fully slammed up, but you can fit a lot of cards in there. I do usually stick a little boo-boo blanket in there, just in case I cut my fingy. But half the time I don't use them. I just rub some dirt in and keep on rolling because I'm a man. I can't even tolerate myself. And then in my little fifth pocket, I have, oh, you're not gonna work. Not gonna work in front of my friends. Oh, I see. There we go. I got a little Zippo with a little butane dual torch insert. I don't know if you can see that flame, little dual torch flame. I don't want to get too close to my camera with that. It melted. And the OD green, I guess you'd call it, or woodland green, or I don't know. I love it. It's great. Don't have to worry about the wind. Don't have to. The biggest reason I went, because I have a Zippo. I have a I have an orange Zippo, and it's got the original insert in it. And I love it. I love Zippos. They're great. They're nostalgic. You can just sit there and fidget with them. The original fidget toy is a Zippo. I just know it. This is what caused everything to happen with the whole fidget craze, which I don't get. But when I have a Zippo in my hand, I kind of get it. But the one I have, the only reason I stopped carrying it was because if you're familiar with Zippos, they start evaporating. You put, when you fill it with the original fuel on the bottom of the old one, it evaporates out of it. So you'll go a month without using it, pull it out of your pocket, and somebody needs a light. What is going on? Excuse this technical difficulty. Anyways, but yeah, so you go to pull your Zippo out of your pocket, give someone a light, and I'm out of fuel because it evaporates out of those, and I hate that. And people have little solutions where they'll put them in cases or something, and then some people will wrap them with like Ranger bands around here, make like a gasket. It's just, that's a lot. So the butane insert, I think, is the way to go. And I just love carrying them. So I ditched the Bic. I was carrying a Bic in my pocket at all times, which, don't get me wrong, Bics are great. Thousands of lights. I might be able to pull out 50 lights off of the butane on this. So I still always have one of these in my backpack, so it's no big deal. But I love the old school Zippo. I just can't get past. But yeah, so I think really the only thing that's been flip-flopped here and there has been the Zippo and the lighter, and then once I got this i3 TEOS from Olight, I stopped carrying the O-Pen 2 from Olight. As I talked about, I really liked this when it came out. I love, pens with that little bolt action fidget factor, and I love that it had a light. The things I did not like about it were, I didn't like that it wouldn't take Fisher space pen refills, which, that's just me being preferency. And I did not like that this first original model did not have a lockout feature on this light. So I would click it in my pocket and it would burn out. Same thing with this. This one does not have a lockout feature on it. I don't like that about it. So the next light purchase I get will have a lockout feature on the light, so I don't burn up battery in my pocket, or charge in this case. But I think they remedied that in the newer model of the O-Pen 2. But it's a great concept. I really loved it because this was what I'd asked for more or less, and they did it. But there was just some tweaks that I would have changed. And then the only thing that really changes besides all this is when I'm like working out in the yard, which is my yard EDC, and I carry the Milwaukee razor blade. And I really liked it because it had just a very simple flat and Phillips on it. And you get a lot of really good torque. I mean, the lockup is solid. It's a liner lock. I mean, there's no play in that. I've used this thing quite a bit. I really love this thing. I have the smaller version that doesn't have the bit driver on it that I keep in my truck. And that one is like a bit smaller, and that thing will fit perfectly in your pocket. Again, check out my EDC or razor knife video. I talk about it in that video, but this is my yard work knife and I love it. Absolutely love it. I also usually carry my SE4 in the yard. And then also, of course, in the back pocket, I carry a handkerchief because runny noses, and now it's spring, so you definitely need it because everything's yellow with pollen. I've already done a full EDC bag dump video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So I'm just gonna mainly try to go over a general concept and what has changed slightly. All right, so on the outside of the bag, I keep spare magazine in the water bottle holder and a Bic lighter. And on this side, in the water bottle pouch, I have a cat tourniquet from North American Rescue. These are what we use at work, and they are awesome. I highly recommend these if you're looking for a proper tourniquet. They work great, they're very intuitive to use, and they do a wonderful job. And yeah, so highly recommend. If you got anything that can create holes, then you should have something that'll stop them from bleeding out. Also, crazy times nowadays, so you just never know. Accidents happen, things happen. That's why they're called accidents. Nobody expects them. just be ready for them when they do come. So outside exterior pocket here. Oh, and this is like I think I talked about it in my bag dump video. I don't remember. I think this is like a 17-liter bag. It's not a big bag. But this is a new addition, I think. So this is the Hero Clip. If you're not familiar, these things are freaking awesome. You can hang your bag up on anything, tree, door, table, and you clip it on right there, and it's got this little rubber bumper on it. And then when you're done with it, and boom, just a regular carabiner size when you're not using it. Things are great. I really like it. And pretty sure I've gone over all this, but a little watertight survival gizmo in here. My black diamond headlamp, enough said. Headlamps are awesome, and I love those because they have the lockout feature and they have the red light feature, which is important for not ruining your night eyes. Tactical pin that has a flashlight on it, takes 1 AAA battery. Love that thing. It's a Smith & Wesson one. I've talked about it previously. Big old professional Sharpie Pro. My little Azula, great knife. I wear that a lot of the time, but I keep it in here if I'm not wearing it. Then over here, I keep my eating tools and my portable straw, because, you know, the sea turtles. A little Right in the Rain notebook. And here I just have literally all kinds of stuff. Spare bandana, duct tape, Gorilla Glue, little ferro rod. Just stuff that I use it all the time, so it's been really handy. And then I have one of these little converters for charge and stuff. It's got micro USB, the C, and then my battery bank, which also has a flashlight, which again, I like things that do multiple things, so that is lovely. And I do keep these carabiners on the outside. You can hook your zippers together so somebody can't just walk up behind you and unzip your crap and start stealing stuff without you noticing. Just makes it a little bit more difficult for it to happen. I mean, obviously if they want it, they're just gonna take the whole bag, but you know, good little travel tip, I guess you'd say. And in here I keep my face covering, Worldwide Sportsman, whatever you want to call it. UV protecting. I use it for fishing. I have like 4 of these. They come in packs and stuff. Great things. I just use it as a face mask. And then I got a multi-pack of these Husky Gloves. Nothing special, just a good pair of gloves to use. Ray-Bans holder, because they're usually around my neck, but if it's like getting dark and I'm out somewhere, I'll put them in here so they don't get smashed. In here, I have my rain jacket stuffed down in here where my camel bladder is. I've talked about my Ontario Knife Company, an Old Hickory combination. That's the, I forget what they call it, the skinning knife or whatever. Great little, I've talked about that too, how people used to cut down their butcher knives to make them that size, and then they finally came out with them. Great, bought a ton of them. They're fantastic. Dry bags stuck in here because you never know when you need dry bags. And I have this Ziploc bag with some protein snacks and stuff. And then down here at the bottom is this, my medical kit, which I have discussed previously that I was going to go over in a video. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So this is just a generic case for medical equipment that I got from maybe Walmart or something. And it came with a bunch of just Band-Aids and ointment. So that's cool, whatever. But it didn't have enough legit stuff in it. So I changed it up a little bit. Let me bring y'all down here. You have little popsicle sticks for making a splint, whatever. And it does have a hook back here so you can hang it from something nearby if you need to. A little cotton tipped applicator that's sterile, triangular bandage. And then down in here you got some biohazard bags. In this compartment there's a couple Velcro little pockets, and they have inside of there all kinds of little antibiotic ointments and alcohol prep pads and all that good stuff, most of which came with this, but I did add some myself. And then so when you open this up, yeah, biohazard bag down. When you open this thing up, the first thing I want to come to is my oh crap stuff. So this is a double chest seal, which a lot of companies, a lot of people carry a singular chest seal, What if somebody shot through and through and have a problem and need a chest seal? Like you really need one for the front and back. So I really like that they have an entry exit wound chest seal kit. And this is the same company, North American Rescue, that makes my cat tourniquet for work. And it even has little pictogram, a little description on the back of how to use it. Seriously, if you're going to use this type of stuff, get trained in it, or at the very least watch a YouTube video on it, because that's how everyone gets trained in everything, right? But these things are great and they're good. This one expires 2024. So they last a handful of years typically. They're made in America and they just, quality. This is just some vitamins and generic medicine. So also roll of, I forget what it's called, but stretchy stuff, you know, for like splints and sprains and what have you. So behind my chest seals, I have some quick stop, bleed stop, whatever you want to call it. Whatever kind you want to get. This is just what I had gotten. And yeah, so I got 2 packs of that, some latex gloves, moleskin, got to have the moleskin, and then an instant cold pack. Also have some natural inhaler to open you up, and another nasal decongest. Then I have some Clear Eyes Outdoor brand for nature and whatnot, just in case you get some in your eye or allergies are just kicking the crap out of you. And then way back here we got a bunch of more sterile pads, some hemostatic, quick clot, some tape, butterfly bandages, a whole bunch of different bandages in there, and then a big 5 by 9 inch sterile pad. Actually, there's 2 of those. So a little bit of everything, everything that I feel like is important to carry. It's not at all a substitution for calling a professional out, because I by no means am a fireman. I can't grow the mustache to get hired over there in the fire department. I'm working on it. Really, I think as long as you have some of those items, or the majority of those items in which I have in here, I think you'll be all right for most circumstances. Obviously, this is like a more compact version for me and maybe one other person that's with me or someone I come across. It's not like a full-blown medical kit. That's what I carry in there, and I think it's important. So carry some of that stuff. At least some of the quick clot, maybe a cat tourniquet, chest seal. Just those 3 things can be life-altering. You know, seconds matter when people start dumping blood. So highly recommend, at the very least, you should be carrying a tourniquet of some sort. So they even have little ones that you can put on your ankle, like little roll-up ones too. You can stick in your pocket. Anyway. Well, that's it. That's all we got. That's the spring 2021 EDC loadout between my person and my bag. That's what we carry. That's what we got. That's what we're doing. So hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. Check back for some more videos. I do appreciate it, and I'm out.